and the Spy Kids trilogy to Broadway to television, where she currently stars on the hit HBO series Entourage. She does it all. Here's Carla Gugino.
Beautiful.
Carla is easily the most famous woman in my household. Really.
I feel so lucky.
This from Spy Kids?
From Spy Kids, from Night at the Museum, which we just got on DVD yesterday.
So you got it right when it came out.
I mean, immediately when it came out. It's, you know, you're big stuff in our house.
I really do appreciate that, because, you know, kids, they're the toughest fans. I mean, they don't, you know, if they love you, they love you, and if they don't, you know it. So
Night at the Museum was a huge hit. Did you see that coming?
No, you know, I just was so excited about the movie also because I knew that it would be really funny, but of course you can't determine anything beyond that. So when it became something that everybody loved and embraced, it was really exciting. And what was amazing with that was that Ben Stiller and I, when we were talking about it at the very beginning, we thought, how great would it be to do a movie that is really funny, that's a great adventure, and that also actually helps the museum.
Hey, how
and
about
it turns out that, you know, attendance went up like 15% after the movie.
Is that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I can see why.
Right?
I mean, that museum is great.
Well, and also, I mean, it is, and the premiere was there, and there was a sleepover there.
Yeah,
and
sure.
It was very creepy. I was scared.
We actually got invited to that the sleepover, and it was a school night, and my kids couldn't go, and they were bummed. It's like they're still not speaking to me.
I hear there was a lot of snoring, though,
Yeah.
so you can tell them that. I'm serious.
You've been a busy lady. I mean, despite the fact you're very young, I was surprised. You've been in this business 20 years. How's that possible?
I know, it's crazy. I started when I was a kid. I took an acting class, fell in love with it.
And you always knew what you wanted to do?
At that point. I mean, I was a total academic. I was going to have another path, but literally the moment I took my first acting class, I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life.
I mean, besides pay the bills, obviously. Yeah.
I don't know. I can tend to be kind of a controlling person, so I think acting is an amazing way for me to be able to sort of jump into other people and be abandoned. And also, I was the kid who went into movie theater and, you know, walked out 2 hours later and literally felt like my life had changed. And I thought if I could have any part of doing that for people,
wow,
I'd be so
that's kind of cool.
So.
And were your parents supportive of your decision to go into acting?
Really
you're an
supportive.
academic, and then it's like, I've decided I want to study acting.
I know. I think they were a little surprised, but also I was always someone who, you know, they had to tell me to stop studying. So I think that when I actually was like, this is what I want to do with my life, they said, really? Are you sure? Because you can do a lot of other things. And I said, yeah. And I think they had learned that thing, which is that acting is the only thing that people ever say to you, no, you should really not do that. You know, you want to be an astronaut? Great. You want to be a pilot? Great. You want to be an actor? No.
Don't do that.
So you have to learn that you actually have to say, yes, go do it, go try it, and then, you know, people will find out.
We're going to do Entourage when we come back. Talk about Entourage. Come on with Carla Gugino in just a minute.
Friday on Live, wrestler Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Who's starring on the HBO hit series Entourage.
She plays Amanda, who basically took over from Ari as Vince's agent.
You know, he needed a little competition. I mean, he wasn't really coming up to the plate, that Ari.
Had you ever seen the show before?
I had. You know, Jeremy Piven and I have actually known each other for a long time, and I've always been a big fan of his, and have sort of been waiting for people to see what he can do, and so it was really exciting. Isn't he amazing on it?
I
know, he's so great. And the whole cast is so strong. I mean, that's what's incredible is people think they're playing themselves and they aren't. These are all actors doing, you know, really amazing things. And so I was a fan before, but I wasn't an avid watcher, and I started watching every single episode. Now I am.
All right, I know my buddy Chris Albrecht wants us to show the clip. So in this one, Vince apologizes for insulting you by calling you cute.
I think it was inappropriate for Vince to say that. I mean, wasn't it?
Oh, well, it may have been, but I mean, my feeling is that Vince didn't mean it to demean me, and I didn't take it that way. Am I right?
Yes, you are, completely. But Eric is right as well, because me calling you cute might actually make you think that I look at you as a sex object, when in fact I see you as one of the smartest, most interesting women I have ever met.
Well, thank you.
As well as beautiful.
Thank you again.
You're welcome again.
So, we're all good then?
I like that. So we can assume that down the road, Vince and Amanda...
Well, yes, this is that scene that you just saw is sort of acknowledging what might have just happened between them, but we don't really know.
So we'll have to wait and see if that develops into something else.
Oh, yeah.
It's Entourage.
Yep.
Now it's Sunday nights at 10 p.m. on
you very much.